It's Brenda Northey. I'm back again, and I am the author of the book, Operation Who Am I? If some of you have been following my videos specifically related to the book, there are 3 of them, and I encourage you to watch those before tuning into the next 25 videos that are really focused on each day of the book. So what we're going to try and do today is try and get into establish a bit of a habit and a new routine and get you started so that you feel motivated and inspired to complete the 25 days. Today will be a little longer than normal just because I'm going to try and get you started, but after that each day should be about 2 to 3 minutes max. So today what I'd like you to do actually before opening the book is start to find a space. We're trying to create a new habit. We're breaking your routine. So I want you to find a space that can be yours for the next 25, 26 days. I'd also like you to set a time that works for you. Maybe it's really early in the morning or late at night. If some of you have young children, it's hard to find that time and space. But I encourage you to do that because it's the only way you're going to honor yourself. We're really trying to get you to do 25 days of reflective exercises, and you really need to have that concentration and that focus. So I'd like you to do that. All right, and then also when you're starting these questions, which we're going to start very soon, I want you to also decide, maybe you want to work in a computer, look at the questions, and maybe you want to work on the book and just do point form. Some of you, as I say, want to write sentences and would prefer probably working in a computer. That's all fine. There's nothing, the value of the book doesn't rely upon how you choose to use the book. So let's start. Day 1. What I'm trying to do here is, first of all, get a baseline. So I want you to answer the question is, what do you think you can offer to civilian life now? And then again, I'm going to ask you that same question at the very end of the 25 days. So write what you think is who you are today, what value you have, and try to answer how you think you should answer that question. I'm not going to delve into too much detail because you're going to learn a whole lot about yourself when you complete these days, and you won't be able to capture it all in this first question. So what's your overall impression of yourself right now? That's how I'd answer that question. All right, pause the video for a little bit. All right, assuming you've paused it, now we're back. We're into childhood. So I want you to focus. These are quick little light kind of questions that hopefully should give you a bit of fun. In my day, we had books. We didn't have videos. We had movies. But in your day now, you have video games. You have lots of things that you're watching. And out of that, there are certain characters that you admire. So I want you to focus on that and answer these next 3 questions in your book. Then we're going to get to the very end of it, and it's going to be key reflections of yourself. So I'm going to give you an example of how to answer that using my own book. In my book, I'm a Canadian, and a lot of Canadian girls of my generation read the series Anne of Green Gables. And so if you talk to people who are more of my generation, you will probably see that this is a book that had quite an impact on them. They enjoyed it. The main character, Anne, is a very adventurous, spirited, creative, imaginative, also very intelligent person. When I look at that and what I admired about her was her creativity, her imagination, and her sort of risk-taking ability. The rest of her characteristics didn't actually reflect me, so I didn't move forward on that. Key reflections of yourself, I would answer with those: creativity, imagination. And how it's reflected in a sense for me right now is I'm entrepreneurial and I'm creative and imaginative. So why are these insights meaningful to you? When I did an exercise like this about 30 years ago, I discovered I hadn't taken forward any of those kind of characteristics that I admired as a child. And you say, well, big deal. Well, what I admired as a child is also a bit of a reflection of who you are. So today, if I can look back and say, well, there's some of those characteristics that I admired, I'm actually practicing myself. It means that in an indirect way that I must admire myself. So there is something about who you are that you need to admire and step back and appreciate. So then we go forward to the next bit, add key rucksack essentials. Well, because it's something that is within me and has been with me for many, many years, I don't feel like I need to add it to the rucksack. The rucksack essentials are really for you to reflect on things that you didn't know about yourself and you'd sort of forgotten. So that's what that point is, and I have chosen not to add it into the rucksack essentials. All right, so good luck. The next days will be a lot shorter than today. So again, 2 to 3 minutes, and find that time and let's have some fun. Thanks.